71% of all women in the UK and 86% of 18 to 24-year-olds have experienced sexual harassment in a public space. 86% of young women have been sexually harassed in a public space. This is not okay. Public spaces ought to be safe places for everyone.
What we're nominating for our 30 Object in 30 Days is the topic of women's safety, bringing it to the forefront, bringing it at the beginning, signing stage, as opposed to as an afterthought when something bad has happened.
When do you feel safe, or what makes you feel safe as a woman?
Probably when somewhere is well lit or during the day.
I think I feel most safe when I'm in a place that is like crowded and female security, so like there's someone that you can trust to go to, and a place that is like well lit and there isn't many like hidey holes.
I always have my keys at the ready because attached to it is an alarm, so whenever I'm in trouble I can just ring it.
One way I feel safe is carrying my phone around in case of an emergency.
I feel safe when I know there's visible cameras around, and I think what architects should keep in mind is the idea of deterrence, so making sure there are no blind spots so people can see the camera and think about their actions before they do it.
We're a YB, Legacy Youth Voice, and we've been working with LLDC since 2008. We're a group of young people from across East London, and ultimately we're here to make young people's voices heard, and we're here to bring visibility to issues that concern young people in the area.
LLDC is the London Legacy Development Corporation, and it is focused on delivering the legacy of the Olympics to the surrounding area and implementing the regeneration of Stratford. An example of urban planning is the project to improve women's safety on the park, Waterden Green.
My name's Ruth Holmes and I work for the London Legacy Development Corporation. I'm currently standing on Waterden Green on Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. The future plans for this space is to create a youth play area as part of the Eastwick development, and you can just see that behind me. We've been working with the Legacy Youth Voice and Fabric Landscape Architects to design something which is vibrant and exciting and something that young people will really want to use into the future. Earlier this year we did some consultation about women's safety around the park, and so we invited Make Space for Girls to come in and talk to Legacy Youth Voice and our design team to see how we could adapt the design to make something that was truly welcoming and inviting, and somewhere that really was something that girls and women would like to use on the park.
How do you think spaces can be improved and tailored to women's safety in society?
We need to include women in the conversation. Architects, don't sacrifice safety over aesthetic. Spread awareness where you have power. One drop can create a ripple.
I think the spaces need to be designed with women in mind. So when we're thinking of building a space, you need to think about what makes women safe in literally the design process.
Everyone who works in the building environment,
Design teams, counsellors, landscape artists,
architects, engineers, occupational therapists. We know you can't fix it in a day, but you can help, please.
We all need to act so that women feeling unsafe in a public spaces becomes a thing of the past rather than a daily reality. Think about what you can do and spread awareness where you have power.